Hello everyone. I got the rats here, as you can see. I haven't let them out yet because I bought a club sandwich from lunch today and I thought I would give them some nummy stuff. As you can see, they smell it. But there's some ham, turkey, cheese, tomatoes, and lettuce in here. Do this. There we go. So that's all in there. And I thought that I would let the rats out, let you guys see what they enjoy picking out of there, and at the same time talk about what kind of fresh foods you can give your rats. So let's let them out and see what they go for. Already getting ready. Okay. So let's see what they get. Yummy stuff, huh? Pippa got a piece of cheese like I thought. Harper's got one too. Of course rats like cheese. Yep, another piece of cheese. No? Guess not. Harper's looking around. You're not interested? I guess not. Oh. Pippa's gonna go back for more. What'd you get? More cheese. Of course. Eventually they'll eat all the cheese and start eating other stuff. Let's see what... There you go, Missy. Oh, hi, Pippa. Sweet girl. Yeah, so this is something that I do almost every day, especially if I'm not in a rush and I'm making dinner or lunch. I'll usually prepare the rats a little bowl with, and if it's healthy, or if they can have it, then they usually get it. So, rats can pretty much eat anything, honestly. There is a very small list of things you shouldn't give to your rat. That includes chocolate, candy, carbonated drinks. You want to stay away from caffeine in general. Hi, Ginny. You don't want to give them raw potatoes or raw onions. Cooked mashed potatoes is perfectly fine, but just not in raw form. See, Harper's digging for all the good stuff in there. But other than that, I mean, they can really have anything, but it's just that you don't want to give them most foods unless they are in moderation. So that's really the key, is if you think that it's okay, then just give it to them in moderation and it's probably not going to kill them. But basically, if it's junk food for humans, it's junk food for rats too. So, if you're going to give them a Cheeto, you don't want to give them, the whole Cheeto. But sure, give it to them as a treat if you want, but just really, really in moderation. So if it's junk food for people, giving it to them every once in a blue moon is probably fine. But yeah, so stay away from junk food if you can. But, it's always good as a little treat now and then. But some things that I really recommend giving your rats is fresh veggies and fruits. Veggies is better because it's got less sugar. Yeah, Harper. Yummy. But lettuce is really good for rats. Love lettuce, but you don't want to give them just romaine lettuce. Or not romaine, iceberg lettuce. Because iceberg lettuce has nearly no nutrients in it, and it's basically just water. So I've heard people giving dehydrated rats iceberg lettuce because it's got so much water in it. So that's cool, but just for your normal everyday veggies, stay away from any kind of lettuce that you want to give lettuce that has the most color to it. So the more green, the darker the lettuce, the better usually. So it's the same for humans. So a mixed greens bag is good for them. I think they're just eating romaine or something like that. Whatever came on the sandwich. But so tomatoes are good, zucchini, squashes, carrots, of course. Mine love carrots. Most rats love carrots. That's always good for them. What else? So I said there's me. Ginny's gonna go stash all of that. Thank you, Ginny. But so like I said, there's bits of ham and turkey in here, and you can give your rats meat, but you just don't want to give it to them all the time. Rats are omnivores, so they eat both meat and plant material, but you really shouldn't give them too much protein. They really don't do well with lots of protein. But giving it to them every once in a while is a good thing. So, if you have a turkey sandwich, you can give them a bit of turkey, or ground beef. They like ground beef, like you make, if you're going to make tacos, and then before you put the seasoning in, you can give them that. Or ground turkey would be good. If we get a rotisserie chicken, they love eating bits of rotisserie chicken, or just chicken in general, they seem to like a lot. But yeah, we don't give it to them very often. So it's something that they get every once in a while, once a week or so, and they really like it. So fruits, you can give them blueberries. Ginny loves blueberries, don't ya? Loves blueberries. Strawberries, raspberries, if you're okay with the mess they make. They can dye your rats red sometimes, so be careful with raspberries or blackberries. Watermelon, they really like. Don't want to give them too much though, because again, it's a lot of water. So, but that's good. Especially in the summer months, that's something good to give them. Peas, of course. Oh my gosh, how can I forget peas? Frozen peas, you just warm them up in the microwave. And for those of you who don't know, peas are often known as rat crack. They love them so much. And a lot of rats won't eat the skins, which is kind of hilarious. But oh my goodness, crash landing. But yeah, so you might have pea skins everywhere. But they love them. They love peas. So that's good to give them too. Yeah, so I mean, if you guys have any questions about, something that you are not sure if your rat can have, or how much you can give them, feel free to ask in the comments below. But like I said, I mean, if you're not sure about it, chances are you could probably give it to them, just in moderation. Rats, think about, fancy rats aren't the same as wild rats, obviously. They're very different. But, I mean, they come from the same bloodlines. Wild rats will eat anything and everything, and they are okay. Something you should know, though, actually, is that rats cannot burp or vomit because they don't have the gag reflex. They can't bring things up again. So that's why they're really not supposed to have caffeine or anything like that, because they can't expel the gas as a burp at all. And they can't vomit. So if you do give your rat something and then they seem kind of lethargic for a day or two, it might be because they just didn't do well with that food. Harper once had that over a weekend because we gave her too much fresh stuff. And so we figured out that she has a slightly daintier stomach, so we usually give her one thing a day. But, I've had other rats that would eat everything in sight until you took it away from them. So, yeah, so again, feel free to comment down below if you have a question about what kind of food you can give your rats. But, thanks for watching. Bye!